We are the researchers of the study Navigating Freedom, Lived Experiences of Former Detainees During Reintegration to Society. Statement of the problem. We have three statements of the problem. First, what are the lived experiences of the informants during their integration process, positive and negative? Second, tailored support such as emotional or social and institutional the informants received during their integration process. Third, the intervention programs that are implemented to support the former detainees during their integration process.
The background of our study entitled Navigating Freedom Lived Experiences of Former Detainees during Reintegration to Society is the Republic Act number 10575 or the Bureau of Corrections Act of 2013 and the SDG or Sustainable Development Goals number 16, 10, 3, 8, and 17. Our research gap is the former detainees often face significant challenges during reintegration, yet their experiences are understudied. And understanding these living experiences is crucial for developing effective support systems and policies. The beneficiaries of our study is the former detainees, Bureau of Jail Management and Penology, Bureau of Corrections, and community.
This is our theoretical framework. First is the labeling theory by Howard Baker, 1963. This explains that prisoners face punishment beyond prison. Being called a criminal or ex-convict affects their identity, causing rejection and difficulty in returning to society. This negative label often lead them to reoffend instead of achieving true rehabilitation. Next, it is Desistance Theory through the Life Course Perspective by Craig Harper of 2013. This theory shows that prisoners can change through reflection, support, and rehabilitation. It highlights how life events, personal growth, and relationship influence their choice to stop offending, proving that change and reintegration into society are possible through positive turning points.
Methodology. For the research design, this study a qualitative research approach months, the inclusion the participants were individuals who had been released within the past 5 years and who had been convicted of the same violation under the Comprehensive Dangerous Drug Act of 21. For the research instrument in gathering data, researchers conducted interviews using an approved semi-structured interview guide consisting of open-ended questions.
Location, Municipality of Dulag, Leyte. Dulaga namon na pili nga lokal tungod nga advantage siya amon tungod nga may bumulig pamilinghan mga informants bago kami magkandakhan dinaga diring namiling na kami mga informants para pagkandakhan dinaga diring kakatuon na lang namon nila ngan para diri kami Korean.
As for the presentation and interpretation of data, may na po namon tutulong nga table. And first table is an transcription of interviews ng an era code. And secondly, what is an significant statement nga di kang transcription of interview nga nan formulated meanings which is an amon interpretation significant statements.
The cluster teams represent the main areas of experience shared by the participants. The emergent teams show the deeper understanding that arises from these clusters.
Key findings. Summary findings of the study. To sum up, this study highlights both the hardship and hope of person deprived of liberty that comes with rebuilding their lives after being released from prison.
Conclusion and recommendation. Our conclusion explains that stigma and discrimination are the biggest barriers stopping former detainees from fully integrating into society, even if they want to change. Again, the study recommends two main actions among community reintegration programs and awareness and education campaigns. In short, reintegration succeeds when society chooses inclusion over judgment.
Reflection. Limitation and reflection. It is important that we understand han mga limitation of the study para diri kita magsayop han mga paggamithan mga result para, and it is also important that the researchers kung paano ini nga mga limitasyon nakakapekto ha mga naibarawan.